Exactly, a little bit of tripod. Andrew McCART, IFL TV in association with MTK Global. I'm here in Manchester for the Warrington versus Frampton fight. With me I've got Frank One. I've got to say, Frank, it's an honour to finally get to interview. It's been a long time coming. I don't get the chance, so thank you very much.
Well, you seem much more nicer than that other guy. So
what's his name again?
What's it called? The big tall...
Big tall Sri Lankan guy.
That's it, yeah.
We don't know anyway. Again, the way in there, the atmosphere in there was electric. And that was just a small sample of what we can expect. So what can we expect tomorrow night?
Well, I think what you're going to get tomorrow, you're going to get, obviously, in an arena that's hopefully going to be completely sold out. And what we're going to have there is two sets of fans, passionate fans behind their fighters. Belfast and Leeds. You know, you can imagine what that atmosphere is. So it's going to be an electric atmosphere, and that's going to turn this fight into a pulsating, top quality contest. That's what you're going to get.
Definitely one for the fans. I mean, it was quite pro Frampton there. What do you think the reason
I think the reason for that is because obviously people come over and have the weekend from Belfast, don't they? You know, the guys, I assume the guys from Leeds they're
just down the road.
They're in Leeds, and they'll be down tomorrow. And also, I actually know how many how many tickets both of them have sold with their fans. So it's pretty even.
Well, again, you mentioned there on the mic that you've signed both of them to Carl and Josh to new contracts and that. So the losers still got big fights with yourself ahead of them. Yeah,
look, it's fights. It's how you lose. You know, you don't just write somebody off. It's how you lose. Maybe a draw. Who knows? Got to win. I mean, it's a 50-50 fight. Anybody can win this fight. You know, these guys are finely tuned. They're top of their game. They're coming off of good wins. They're winning fighters. They've got great desire. They're both good boxers. They've got great boxing brains. They're fast. They're a high tempo fight. Anything can happen. Who knows? It may be a rematch. You know, no one knows what's going to happen. No one's going to know. That's what's so exciting about this. It's going to be a great fight.
You said no one knows what's going to happen, but for the winner is the most organic fight next, a unification. Maybe you mentioned Oscar Valdez. Is that the most organic fight?
That's where I'd like to be. You know, I've been talking to Bob Arum about it, and as you know, we do all our stuff is broadcast in the States on ESPN. So that makes a lot of sense for all of us. He's fighting in January, and we'll see what happens. Again,
let's talk about the undercard then. The fight that I think everybody's looking forward to probably a wee bit less than the Warrington-Frampton fight is the Heffron against Mark Heffron. Again, another juicy fight for the fans to get into.
That's got fight written all over it, hasn't it? I mean, you know, these two guys, again, they're jumping out their skin. One's coming up a weight. I was quite surprised that, you know, he came in and looking quite solid. Liam, he's come up a weight, and then you look at Mark, who's on a great roll at the moment. I think he's 20-0. He's a big puncher. This is going to be a great fight. All the fights on this card are good quality matches. They're good matches. This is a proper pay-per-view event. This is not one of those imitations that you get around Christmas. Well, you know what? I'd keep saying. I'm just telling the guys over there. Christmas, you get all those dodgy Louis Vuitton bags on sale and dodgy perfumes, and then you get genuine pay-per-views. You get dodgy pay-per-views with recycling going on. This is not recycling. This is the best fighting the best. And when I say the best, not two British guys who are. One's been beaten in 7 rounds already, knocked out in 7 rounds by Joshua. The other one's won one meaningful fight out of 8 that he's had in his career, and that was by a bingo punch against Takam. This is the best fight and the best British, best fight and the best at world level. At world level, these, you know, the main event, and they're winning fighters. They're not losing. They're winning fighters. They're coming in strong. So this is the real deal. This is the real pay-per-view that you're going to see on BBC Sport box office. This is what it's all about. With a genuine undercard, a proper 50-50 fights on the undercard. Or you can watch David Price against Little on the undercard of their show. That's theirs, that's ours. I mean, ours is a proper pay-per-view event. That's what it is. And when I say a proper pay, it's money well spent. Not that show that they're doing on Saturday, that should be for Sky subscription, not pay-per-view. It's not a pay-per-view event. That's what it should be. You know, I'm a Sky subscriber. I've not seen a single world title fight involving a British fighter take place in the UK this year. Not one. Look what we've been delivering. And our pay-per-view events have been Golovkin and Alvarez, TYSON, Wilder, and that's pay-per-view. That's proper value. That's treating the fans. And as I say, our event is top quality.
Do you feel the fans are losing out then, Frank?
Yeah, of course they are. Of course they are. Everybody's losing out. We'll lose out. Of course we'll lose out. I'm not stupid. I keep using the analogy, if there's 500,000 people who watch pay-per-view, if let's say 500,000 people in the if 250 buy ours and 250 buy theirs, we both lost 250,000 customers, which means the fighters' purses are affected. It's stupid. It's beyond stupid.
But the fighters lose that, I suppose, as well, don't they?
Because I wouldn't have done it. We announced our show a while ago, and if it had been me, I certainly would not have been running on the same night on pay-per-view show against another one. I've got more respect for the fighters and for our sport.
Well, Frank, I won't keep you much longer, because I know I'm the last media guy you spoke to, and I do appreciate this. So just one thing, you've talked about this till you're blue in the face, the Wilder, Tyson Fury, Joshua thing, but I heard you in another interview saying that you would like the Tyson Joshua fight. Is that a fight you would prefer over the Wilder? Or?
Tyson Fury is a traveller. He went to Germany and fought Klitschko and won. He went to LA, fought Wilder in his own country and was robbed. I'd like to see him fight at home, and the biggest fight for him to fight at home is against Anthony Joshua. And all his team keeps saying, we want the Wilder fight, we want the Wilder. Isn't that on message? No one says we want to fight Tyson Fury. I wonder why that is. I ask why do you not want to make that match? Don't tell me Tyson Fury is not an attraction. He's a man. He's more popular now. I didn't see Sports Personality of the Year. I didn't see really Anthony Joshua. He certainly wasn't there. I didn't hear his name really get that mention. It was all about Tyson Fury. People saying, it's stupid why he hadn't been nominated, and I think that was political, by the way. But he wasn't nominated. No one says why hasn't Anthony Joshua been nominated.
Yeah. Cool guy. And you and Eddie, is that a working relationship? Can you both work together?
I've never spoken to him in my life.
No.
I know he's old man. I done a couple of shows with him years ago. I want to do the show. That show's the easiest. That's the easiest fight to make ever.
Yeah.
Because you know what you do? You say, here's your guy, here's our guy. It's 50-50 split. Done. That's it.
Right. Well, like I said a bit more. Let the fans know why they should buy the pay-per-view.
Because it's a proper show. It's proper pay-per-view. Do not buy imitations pay-per-view. You've got hard-earned cash, fans, and the fans deserve the respect. Spend your cash wisely and buy the show that matters. 50-50 fights, fighters top of their game. I promise you, it's Christmas come early. Watch it.
Thanks very much, Frank, for this Five TV,
Cheers.
and thanks for the interview. Thank you so much.